Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And yes, you were looking at some Andor figures. This is the officer trooper. You saw my previous review of that, but what you did not see was me opening the B2EMO and the Andor that were like a Pulse exclusive, Comic-Con or something like that. It's all confusing now, but anyways, I'm going to grab these out of the package too and show them off. But because it's a celebration of Andor, I'm also going to be showing off Bix Caleen and Luthen Rael. Now, just a quick thing, I did order these off of Return of the Nerds from Instagram, but the thing is, I ordered this, another figure, and a Luke, and somehow Luthen snuck into the box, and Luke escaped. So, fortunately for me, he's going to take care of it. He's going to send me a Luke, told me to go ahead and keep the Luthen, so I'm going to open him up along with Bix, Andor, and B2EMO, and we're going to take a look at all of them side by side. Let's get them open and take a closer look. We got these guys out of the package. Let's just take a look at B2EMO first. Now, he does have this articulation in the top that where he turns like that, and it's pretty good. And if you grab him and he separates like that pretty good, like that, and that just turns, that looks pretty good. The other thing too is these legs right here, they separate and come out. I guess that's so he can go over like wider territory, and that is kind of cool. The one thing that I wanted to point out was that these wheels don't turn, and if you look at like the paintwork on that, that just looks sloppy. That looks like well, it looks like I painted it, but I didn't. This is exactly how it came out. So I have to caveat that that paintwork on the bottom is not that great. Let's just take a look at Andor here, and I gotta say, this is probably one of the better looking face sculpts they did on him. This is the original Rogue One Andor, and I think when they re-released him, they did upgrade the figure a little bit on the other one that I'm going to show you, but that was the original face. And then this is the original one that came in that 3-pack, and you can see that's okay, but it's not really that great. But this one actually looks pretty good, and he looks pretty slick, right, in his like jacket and stuff like that. The jacket looks fantastic. There's a lot of detailing on there that I think makes this look stunning for this figure. Now, the thing about this hand right here, I kind of like it in a way for, like, say, Luke maybe doing like some sort of a force move. So sorry, Andor, you might end up losing that hand. The other interesting thing is, like, he has this like tool belt on, and he comes with this pistol, but of course he doesn't have a holster for the pistol, and I guess that's pretty consistent because I don't think he actually really had the holster. But I wish there was some way to like tuck it into the back there so he like had it hidden, or maybe they would have built something into the jacket so he could just have it hidden behind him and have a way to have it with him without having to pose it. But anyways, I think that looks really, really good. Like I said with Luthen, I didn't really want this figure. I wasn't going to get it originally, but I think it looks pretty good. The heavy coat looks awesome. He's got these big baggy pants. Of course, he's got those new style legs that are built in to show off those pants. And so, like, I think that looks really good. And I think the detailing on here is good. And I do think that that face sculpt looks pretty decent for the actor. And I think it looks pretty good. I kind of would have liked that one where he's in the shop where he's dressed all crazy and stuff like that. But I think this one looks pretty good. The unfortunate thing is you can't really take the jacket off of him. And you see this right here? This is because they had paper wrapped all around this figure and shoved into the jacket like they do with the SH figure arts or whatever to prevent like paint rub and stuff like that. So I wonder about when they wrapped that thing. But I think he looks pretty good, and of course, like, his sleeves are like all molded. His sleeves are all molded, so that's what you're going to get for articulation on there. But he looks actually pretty decent. So I guess I am kind of glad to get that character. I did like the series, so he's an important character in the film. Now, he does come with a couple of accessories, and this is the pistol that he comes with. And I would expect no less from a dealer of artifacts, because of that handle. Looks really cool, makes that pistol look good. Then he has this little piece here, which is awesome, and you pull it apart and it's got a twisted blade in there. I think it looks really cool. And finally, let's take a closer look at Bix. Let's take a closer look at that face and the head sculpt. think it looks pretty decent. I like the detailing in the hair. I think it looks pretty good, and the detailing in the outfit looks good. I like that she's got her like tool belt on. She would have pretty good articulation, except for this lower skirt piece does hinder some of the forward movement on the leg. Like you can see, that's about as far as I'm getting on the leg. And this one's going to be probably much less because of this piece right here. And it's not because of these, it's because of the way it's connected right here. So I'm wondering if I split that a little bit, if it would allow a little bit more of the articulation. So the detailing on there is pretty good. That's a pretty good looking figure. And then she comes with this little data pad piece that has this, and it basically plugs in like that. And then you have, see how it's like kind of bent a little bit? It's weird because it does open a little bit. So it's not super like this plastic's not hard. So this thing kind of sits open a little bit. So you got to be careful of that. But overall, I think the Bix figure does look pretty decent. Okay, everybody. So these are the figures that I have from Andor, from the Disney Plus series, and I think when you get them up there next to each other, they all look fantastic together. But anyways, I really appreciate you tuning in and checking out this quick little video showing off the figures that I got based on the Andor. And as always, everybody, have a fantastic day.